And Sanders the quick one. All right, a receiver out to the right of the formation, and a handoff goes to Kirby. Met in the backfield, tackled behind the line of scrimmage at around the 37-yard line. And we'll see if we can see which dog got in there. It may have been Willie Campbell, number 51, who made the stop for the Toombs County Bulldogs. So that's a TFL to start off the second half. The Dogs probably gave up no more than 3 or 4 first downs in the opening half. As the rain continues to fall here in Hazelhurst, the wind is still blowing, the weather is changing, cooler temperatures with sunshine tomorrow and also Sunday, but we got to pay the price right now in the football game in Hazelhurst. Second down and 13. They're going to run a sweep to Sanders, coming to the near side, wrapped up by Nyquan Coleman behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 35-yard line. Nyquan read the play, made a decisive 101 tackle for another TFL for the Toombs County Bulldogs, and now it's third down and almost 14 for the Yellow Jackets. First and 10 for the Jackets in their wing tee. Double handoff again, now triple handoff, and Metz throws it across the middle, and the ball is picked. Intercepted by the Dogs. Run inside the 35, and the Bulldogs have the football, and Jonathan Benjamin picks off the pass. It looked like the receiver was wide open, but the pass was underthrown, and Benjamin, for the second week in a row, picks a pass. Irvin Mincy will line up as a tight end off to the left, as the Bulldogs will go with a strong side of the short side of the field. And back goes McBride on a fake, throws it, wide open as a dog. I think that's Boyd making the catch inside the 10, and he rolls down to around the 3-yard line. Jaquel Boyd was wide open on the fake. Keyshawn Morgan also carried out his fake. And there's a big completion by Dalton McBride to Jaquel Boyd to set up the Dogs inside the 5-yard line. First and goal for Toombs County, and Keyshawn remains in the offensive backfield. He's scored 1 short yardage touchdown tonight. Dalton McBride keeps the football, runs up the A-gap, and runs into the end zone for a Toombs County Bulldog touchdown. And now the Dogs lead 23-0, and Palmer and Associates Insurance Agency give the Bulldogs Booster Club $50 anytime a dog touches pay dirt, and this time it's a senior, Dalton McBride. So Rick Tinoco, well, he's not out of the field. The Bulldogs still have their offensive unit out there. They're going to shift, though. But they're going to go for 2 in this situation, and McBride keeps the football, zigs and zags toward the goal line, and gets in for 2. So now the Bulldogs have opened up a 25-0 lead on the 2-point run by Dalton McBride, with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the third quarter as we break on Y101. Tinoco will boot this one deep, and it's going to sail into the end zone without the help of any wind and bounce through. I thought earlier in the game he'd get the green light when the wind was blowing at his back. He did not. He pooched the kick. This one he gets a green light, and he nails it. So the Yellow Jackets have the long field starting at their 20-yard line, and the Dogs leading 25-0, seeking their first shutout of 2017. They shut out the Yellow Jackets last year. In fact, the last 3 meetings between the two teams have been won by Toombs County, with the Dogs scoring at least 40. And they got a wing set up to the left, and Kirby in the backfield, and a blocking back for him. And Kirby takes the ball, and he's hit hard. A dog busted in there. Willie Campbell, playing a lot tonight on the defensive line, surged in there quickly and made the stop right at the line of scrimmage. Adam Edwards will check in as a receiver. Jaden Sistrunk, who limped off the field earlier, is back in the offensive backfield. The Dogs got the first down, 1st and 10 at their 43, and there's some movement by the Yellow Jackets, but not enough for anybody to move into the neutral zone. Play clock at 7 as the Dogs reset. And here's a handoff to Jaden, hit, but he breaks a tackle, and now he dives across the 50 down to the 49 on second effort, and then a surge. So he's okay. By the way, there's another Jeff Davis that's over in Montgomery. They're called the Volunteers. The first time I ever called a high school football game on the radio, it was Huntsville Lee and Jeff Davis from Huntsville, Alabama. Second down and 3. That was back in 1982. That was another century. McBride on a fake, running for the first down. Goes to the outside, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and to the 25, and he's tripped up on a big run on his daddy's birthday. Adam McBride, the former Bulldog who played on the state championship baseball team, is turning 37. And his son started off the game running effectively, and there's a nice run. Big gain for Dalton. Eight minutes and 4 seconds to go in the fourth quarter as they turn the music off because the Bulldogs are about to run their play. And Dalton's really taking control of the offense. He's putting players in their position now. He's shifting Keyshawn around. Dalton's going to keep the football and run inside the 20. Dalton is going to move the football inside the 10 to the 5. Dalton dives toward the end zone. And Dalton, according to the far official, is in for 6. An amazing run by Dalton McBride. He calls his own number tonight. The most running he's done all season is in this ball game. And I saw that touchdown for the Bulldogs, and they lead 31-7. The defending state champs at home for a second straight year. They got to finish out tonight and win next week. And the Bulldogs will blow up a running play at the line of scrimmage because a great penetration by the defensive line and another solid tackle by Will Fuller on Kirby. Back to play on the field with the Yellow Jackets looking at a 3rd and 5 from their 47. Double handoff again, and they're coming near side and up the middle. There's a big run and a break free right there. Inside the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5 and a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets with 6:14 to go. If they can handle the kick, is it going to be a short one? It's a bouncing ball, and of course it's wet, but it's scooped up by a dog at the 35 and run to the 40 to the 45 and all the way to the Yellow Jacket 45. As an up back caught that ball. And that was Jaquel Boyd, the senior. First and goal. And Alex Hunt takes the ball into the end zone for a Bulldog 6. Alex Hunt with his first varsity touchdown in a regular season game. And he jumps up in the air. The Dogs have just been too powerful on offense and really good on defense. The ball's loose, and the Dogs are pointing. Did they recover a loose ball at the 32? A lot of Dogs are pointing, but we're waiting for somebody in stripes to make it official as they unpile outside the 30-yard line. Alex Hunt is still pointing. And the Dogs have recovered. Dakota Braddock is jumping up in the air. The Dogs have the football. Trey Cloud back in the pistol formation. Sophomore lefty who can sling it around. He can throw it. Looks over toward the sideline with 43 seconds to go and 7 on the play clock. And he'll hand it off to Alex Hunt. And he goes right to the center of the line of scrimmage where there is no opening. And so he's gang tackled at around the 25 on what should be the final play of a successful short trip down the road to Hazelhurst. The Toombs County Bulldogs continue on their run to open up the season. They are going to be 5-0 in 12 seconds. And that's a good start to the 2017 season. But more importantly, they win their second region game. They got Bryan County coming up next Friday. And then a matchup the following Thursday against Benedictine. Their goal is to head into that big game with Benedictine undefeated, like the Cadets probably will be, at 6-0. Irvin Mincy will be the first Bulldog to shake a Yellow Jacket hand. He's followed by Willie Campbell. The two played really well, especially Willie. Always on the offensive line, but really well on defense tonight. He made some plays as a defensive lineman. And the Bulldogs win the game 38-14.